Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, I wanted to create a video on how to use the Inspire calculator to create a dot plot, a box plot, and a histogram. So I decided to use this question. This question was taken from the January 2020 Algebra 1 Regents exam. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create a dot plot, a box plot, and a histogram, and then we're going to answer this question. So let me jump into it. Very first thing you're going to do is you see that there are 15 pieces of data if you count this up. We got one, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 15. So you know that the middle is going to be here. So that's going to be the median because that's right in the middle. That would be the median. So it looks like this part is okay. But look, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go to your home screen, and then you're going to use the spreadsheet. I've already kind of entered it, so I'm going to get rid of this. I don't want to enter that again. But you're going to enter all 15 pieces of data. So I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom and show you I've entered all of them. And then once you've done that, you're just going to do something we've already used before. You're going to use this data and statistics page. And you see that it has all these blue dots. Now, in order to create a dot plot, which is the first one, you're just going to click, and whatever you labeled that column with all of the data, you just choose that, and it creates a dot plot. That's what a dot plot is. So we already know how to do this. So now, if we compare this to the, let's see what they have. Let's see, can I move this over? Yeah. All right, so well, I was trying to move it over. Let me do it this way. Do it this way. So I'll just bring the calculator over. Now you'll see there's 165, there's 470, there's 380, there's 1 at 85, there's 2 at 90. So this is correct. That's perfect. That's a perfect data plot or dot plot based on what we have here. Now, to go to the next thing, we want to do I'm going to show you how to make a box plot. So the box plot is pretty simple too. All you have to do is click on the all you have to do is click on the menu and then go up to number 1 for plot type, and we're going to choose box plot. Once you choose box plot, the calculator is going to create the box plot for you. Now, box plots have 5 pieces of data. It has a minimum, it has a first quartile, it has the median, which is also called the second quartile, and then it has the third quartile, and then it has the maximum. So those are the 5 things: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we can see if we go to, let's do this again. Let's make this smaller so we can compare. We know that the minimum is 65, so that's correct. We know that the first quartile is at 70, that's correct. We know the median is 80, that's correct. We know that the third quartile is 95, that's correct. And we know that the maximum is 100. So the box plot is correct as well. So we went through, we checked those 2. Now, the last thing we need to do is we're going to make a histogram. Now, this is the one that can be a little tricky, but let's see. I'm going to walk through how to do that. Now, I'm going to go back to the dot plot. So I'm going to do menu, plot type, and then I'm going to go back to the dot plot. Now, from here, you could go menu. It's going to be plot type again. And then you're going to choose option 3 for histogram. And it's going to create the histogram for you. So this is a bar graph or a histogram, but this one doesn't look exactly like this one. This one is going from 61 to 71, from 71 to 81, from 81 to 91, from 91 to 101. And this one over here is going up. It's actually going up by 2. The intervals are 2. The intervals over here are 10. Now, That doesn't mean that this bar graph is wrong. It means that we've got to try to make ours look like this. And then once we've done that, if they still don't match, then we can conclude that this one isn't right. So let me show you how to do that. So from here, all you would do, because we're going to make the intervals, instead of being 2, we're going to make it 10. So all you're going to do is you're going to press menu, and then you're going to go to plot properties. And then since we're working with histogram, you click on histogram, and then you're going to go down to bin settings. And then from bin settings, we want each one of the intervals to be the same width. So we're going to choose equal bin width. And then once you choose that, it shows you what the current interval settings are. It's saying that it starts at 63 and each interval is going to be 2. All right. Now, we don't want that. We want our intervals to be 10 because it's going from 61 to 71, from 71 to 81, from 81 to 91. So we're going to make the width of each interval 10. And then the alignment just says, where do you want me to start this histogram? This is saying started at 63. Well, the lowest number that we have is on the graph, they have it at 61. So we're going to make it 61. So once we do that, we press it, and this looks closer. Now, one of the problems with this is that you can't see the entire graph. So I'm going to do it 2 ways. The first way that you could do it is just go to Windows and go to Zoom Data, and then you'll see that it kind of changes. Now, I'm going to show you another way, and I'm going to do this one to kind of make it look even a little better. So I'm just going to do Menu and then Windows. I'm going to set the window myself. I know that the minimum is going to be 61, so I'm going to start it at 60, and then I know that the maximum is supposed to be 101, so I'm going to make this about 102. This way I know that the entire graph, the width of the graph is going to be in there, and this could be fine for the max. The highest number that we have is 5, so I'm making it a little higher than 5. So once I do that, here's what it looks like. Now we have to compare this to the actual graph on the test. Now what this is saying is that from 61, because this is 61, if you hover over it, you see that the interval starts at 61 and it goes to 71. It's saying that there's 5 data points in there, which is what we also have. I'm going to make this smaller so we can compare these two. That's also what we have on here. So this is 5 in here. Then there's 3 from 71 to 81. There's another 3 from 81 to 91. And then there's 4 from 91 to 100. Now, if we go in here, we got 5. This is 3. Let me see. Yeah, it's 3 here. There's also 3 here, and there's 4 here. So this data set, we made a histogram that basically matches that. So that means that this is also correct. So the answer for this one is 1, 2, and 3 are all of these are fine. So basically that's how you would create a dot plot, which is pretty simple, a box plot, which is pretty straightforward as well. Now the histogram, you might have to do a little bit of manipulation, but you can also get it into this format. All right, that's it, guys. I'm going to shut this down and I'm going to post this. Bye.